In the previous video, we created a function to set our custom server info. And now what we want to do is we need to simply create a way to set our max players. So in the designer, we go to our host settings. We can pretty much duplicate this little setup here in the horizontal box and paste. Wait, not there. Copy the horizontal box and paste it again into the vertical box. That's what I meant to do. Change this from server name to max players. And let's give it value of 4 by default. And I want to justify that to the right. Same thing actually with the list box above. I'm going to go ahead and extend our box here. So we have max players set to 4 by default. Let's give it a name. Host max players. And let's give it a hint of set max players. Okay, now let's do an on text changed. Convert it to a string. Do is numeric and perform a branch. So we convert it to a string, check if it's all numbers. If it is, if it's not, then we clear it. So editable text box, max players, we're gonna get it. We're gonna do set text, and we're gonna set it to nothing if a value that is not the number is entered. So I can type in numbers, but if I type in a letter, it clears it. So I don't want this to be any bigger than 2 characters as well. So what I'm going to do is get the length, check if it's greater than, it's greater than 9. Or form another branch. What we do is we will set it back down to 9. So I'm going to do another set text 9. All right, so test it out. All right, I can keep typing. I just realized what I did. I kind of goofed up a bit. So let's convert it to a number. Let's see. Get character as number. For index 1. Wait, no. It's okay, I'm being completely stupid here. Let me back out. It's greater than 2. Or that'd be greater than 1 actually. Then we set it back to 9. So let's change it to 3, which is fine. If I change to anything else, like any number bigger, I try to do 10. Changes it to 9. And if I type in a letter, it clears it. So if it's empty, and we press OK, that's when I want to set it to the default of 4. So what I mean by that is if we, empty it out, press OK, I want this to have a value. So settings okay. What we're going to do is grab our editable text box. And maybe right. We'll do it right after we set the brush. So set text to 4. Okay, so let's clear it. Press OK. Go back. It's right back to 4. So we're continually going to have it as our default. And we can do the same thing if we want to the server name. We would need to wait. No, we need to check if it's empty first. So toString is empty, or can we do that with the add a get text first. And we can check if it's empty. If it is empty, set it back to 4. And then we continue on. So I should be able to set that to 8 or 9. All right, so I got to set it to it's false. Then we continue. So set it to 5. Press OK. Still says a 5. I clear it. OK. It's back to 4. So that's working just as intended. And I guess we should do the same thing for the server name. So we're going to get text. If it's empty, form a branch. Connect the true and false right up. It's empty. We're going to set the set text only when it's true. Continue the link. Set the text to server name. That'll be fine. Let's try it. So it's empty. Okay. Back to server name. Change it. Okay. And it's still the same. There. So we now have a setup that corrects our max players and everything like that. Now what we want to do is when it creates the host beacon, gonna get the max players, get text. It's only possible to be a numeric value. Let's see, I'm gonna convert it to a string. What was it to get the number? Get character as number, index 0, and connect it. So now we're gonna have, all right, we've got one entry, current players, max players 0. It should be 4 by default. Yes, because it's set to 4. So when I host, all right, or it's 52. How in the world did that happen? Do print string. That's pretty neat. Let's see. change it to 856. So it's something screwed up oddly. We get the first index, 0. Figured. Let's see. That is really strange. So I'll just have to figure this out. But anyways, the way we currently have it set up, it is good and ready to go. Once we fix this little whatever issue that's going on, because I have literally no idea. Makes no sense. I'm gonna actually try printing out the text and see if it says 52 as well. No, text is right, just when we get the character as a number. So what I'm wondering, whatever. I'll just deal with it on my own time and try to figure it out. So once we figure that issue out, we should be good to go in setting our max players. And then once that's done, we will be setting up a way to update our lobby information to the web API. So that way, whenever we make changes in here, they will appear, and same thing with the map, they will be updated and appear in the database. So now that's somewhat out of the way. I will see you in the next one.